Hey there, Gemini. How are you this morning? Sorry, I was eating ice. My name is Sherilyn, and I am here to do your weekly tarot reading. This one is going to be for July 7th through the 10th. Okay, so Monday through Thursday. I'll be back on Wednesday with bonus readings to get you through the weekend. That is pretty much the whole deal. We're going to just pull cards and see what Spirit wants to talk about, okay? All right, this one's for my Geminis. Okay, let's see what we get. We are starting with the Five of Wands. Okay, to the World card. Oops, sorry. Maybe. I never get it quite right, but we keep trying. Someday it's going to be like, not a problem. It's going to be easy someday. Okay, there goes. Sorry. What do we got now? And then the Seven of Wands. So this is your backstory or your recent past. Currently, I have you with the Knight of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. In the near future, we're looking at the High Priestess, the Two of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. All right, bottom of the deck for this reading is actually the King of Swords. King of Swords would speak of somebody who is definitely trying to deal with life from a very analytical or logical standpoint. Somebody who's great at strategy. In their shadow side, they can be really something else with manipulation. But we'll see how this plays in. I don't feel like this is you, but it could be the persona that you're taking on. It could be your attitude, basically. We're going to see. The card at the center of your read, so from almost every angle it plays into the equation, is going to be the Ten of Pentacles. That would make this the basic focus. Okay, this is what you're focused on right now. Getting to this Ten of Pentacles or something along those lines, okay? All right, let's see how they play in. We're going to start with the recent past or your backstory. I've got Five of Wands, the World, and the Seven of Wands. Okay, so it looks like something definitely came to a close here in the recent past. A cycle closed out. You were very conflicted about this cycle closing out. For some of you, there was a sense of competition that surrounded the cycle closing, okay? With the Seven of Wands, you definitely came out the other side of this experience, okay, with a very defensive, you're just very defensive. Not just towards this situation, but in general. I don't think that's the way you were when you went into this dynamic, whatever this was that happened here where the cycle closed. But when you came out the other side, you were defensive, and you were defensive towards everything, okay? You had a lack of trust or, yeah, in people in general, it feels like, okay? Which is sad, but that is how that played out for you, okay? So this is your past, though. We couldn't change it if we wanted to. This is something that's already happened. But however this played out is what's affecting the rest of the reading, okay? All right. I have no doubt that is why you're coming across as being somebody who's trying to function in the King of Swords, right? Okay, so where are we at currently? Currently, I have you at the Knight of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. So the way this sits here, we have the Ten of Pentacles, which appears to be the goal here. That's the focus, right? You have Knight of Pentacles on one side, Knight of Wands on the other. It'd be hard to get more opposing energies, really. Knight of Pentacles is something that is basically not moving. It's stagnant. Out of fear of rejection or failure, it just kind of stands still and tries to think and rethink and overthink whatever the situation is to try to ensure that it will be successful before it makes any moves. And it only makes very slow, calculated moves, you know what I mean? Knight of Wands, on the other hand, is just like fire, just go. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever. It's fire, it's passionate, it's somebody that's on a mission, and they're out. They act first, think later type of deal, okay? Just think of Aries or Sagittarius, just somebody who goes and afterwards they worry about, the consequences. So they couldn't be more separate. And I do believe as a Gemini, these are the two sides of yourself right now that you're dealing with, okay? There's part of you that is afraid to make any movement, and the other part is just ready to do it now. And you are left in the middle trying to balance those two out, or trying to regulate them or reconcile them into some way of moving forward, right? Both of you want the same, both sides of you want the same goal. They're both trying to get to the same thing, but they just want to do it two different ways. This right here feels like currently you are incredibly conflicted inside, because the two sides of you are just at odds right now, and it is quite difficult, okay? Here again, that's why you're leaning towards the King of Swords, because you're trying to just take everything from a logical standpoint versus any of this. Okay, all right. So currently you just know what the focus is, what you want to end up with, but you're not sure how to get there. Okay, what do we go forward from there? Now we are down here in the near future where I have the High Priestess, the Two of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. So I got 3 knights out here, huh? High Priestess, this is the keeper of the secrets. From a different direction, what do I got? I've got the Five of Wands to the Knight of Pentacles to the High Priestess. So you have a secret, Gemini? There's something you're trying to keep hidden here? That's why you're afraid to move forward? You're afraid you're going to be found out, or you're afraid... Okay, let me look at it from a different angle. What do we got here? Seven of Wands to the Knight of Wands to the Knight of Cups. So your defensiveness is being masked by bravado, right? And then you're trying to run in and save the day. Two of Wands, you need to make a decision. A cycle is closed and the Ten of Pentacles is here. So all in all, you are... a cycle closed out that you intended to be your end-all be-all. And it left you pretty devastated. But you still have the dream of getting to whatever it was. I feel like whatever it was has presented itself back up to you. Meaning the same thing. So a cycle closed and the cycle's trying to reopen. Same people, same players, same everything. And you're conflicted. Part of you wants to go back to what you know, and the other part doesn't want anything to do with this. You want to go find something new. With the Two of Wands at the bottom, you're going to have to make a decision here in the near future. But there's something about a secret here. I'm not clear on what the secret's about, and I'm going to run out of time. What do I have behind this? The Eight of Pentacles, totally committed. Nine of Cups. This is your wish fulfillment. With the Knight of Cups down here, it feels like you're going back in to try to give this another chance, but I just don't know what the secret's about. I really don't. Okay, let me try to do the days of the week and see if we have time to come back and look at it. Sorry. For Monday, I've got the Ten of Swords and the Page of Wands. So you feel as though you were betrayed by somebody who wanted to be a free spirit. They didn't want to be committed. Tuesday, I have the Seven of Cups and the Four of Cups. So you have plenty of options, but you're not satisfied with any of them. You know which one you want, and that's the one that you just lost, or the one that the cycle closed with and you want it reopened. Wednesday, I have the Sun and the Ten of Cups. You know that your happiness lies with that person, and that's that. This sounds a lot like Scorpio's reading, a lot. But anyways, what else we got? Thursday, I've got the Ten of Wands and the Four of Swords. You need time to rest because this is a heavy burden that you're carrying. It's a lot. It's a lot. This is a situation where it looks to me like you know better, and it's not stopping you. You're going back in. That's what it looks like. You are bound and determined to run in and save the day. Maybe this is secrets that you're worried about with the other person. You're worried about you don't know the truth or all of the truth. Okay, Ace of Cups, Queen of Wands, Two of Pentacles. You don't care. With the Queen of Wands, which is ironic because this is almost the same as what Scorpio pulled, but you have a new cup of love, or you're going to get a restart in this love period because that's what you want. And it's causing an imbalance and you don't care. So you and Scorpio are on the same page. Both of you are hell-bent on whatever this is you're after. I hope you're not both after the same person because that's going to be a duel to the end, it looks like, if that's the case. That's what I got, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know. There you go. Be mindful. Think it over first. I don't know. This looks like... it looks like... What did I have this for? Somebody in the daily energy readings. It was like... Same thing. I was thinking it was Libra. But same kind of deal. You guys know this is not necessarily the right move. You know this is not necessarily something that's good for you. But you are determined. And that's that. That's what I see. At least for this week. Okay? All right, y'all. Thank you. I will be back on Wednesday with bonus readings. I'm here every morning with the energy check-ins. You can check those out if you feel like it. They're kind of fun, kind of short. They're here in the daytime, in the morning, hopefully. And no matter what the cards say, go make it the best week you can. Okay? All right. Thanks.